Hello, I'm Dan Toffee and welcome back to another brand new Fortnite video. Earlier on today, the week 4 Season 6 challenges did release the Fortnite Season 6 Battle Pass, so as always in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to complete every single challenge from this week. If you haven't seen one of these videos before, what I do is I start off with the hardest challenges first, tell you exactly how to complete those ones, and then move on to the slightly easier challenges after that and give you just a few tips on how to do those a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. This week's challenges are pretty good. We have 3 challenges this week which are pretty hard to complete, which is a lot better than the last 3 weeks that we've had, because the first 3 weeks this season have been pretty boring and really easy to complete, so I'm glad this week is a little bit more difficult. So getting straight into it, starting off with free challenge number 3, and this week it says ring the doorbell of a house with an opponent inside in 3 different matches. So for every house that isn't destroyed all the way around the map, there are now doorbells on the front of the houses. All you need to do is go and ring the doorbell when there's an opponent inside of it, and that will count towards the challenge. Do this another 2 games, you will have completed this challenge. So what you want to do is land at a place where there's loads of buildings that aren't destroyed right at the start of a game, so somewhere like Salty Springs, Tilted Towers, Pleasant Park, those sort of places. Run up to the door when you see a player's inside and ring the doorbell. Obviously you can't always just be ringing the doorbells, just see if there are any players inside of there and it will count if there is a player in there. But if you are landing, land right at the front door, especially if a player is landing on the roof. Wait for them to break through the roof, get inside, then ring that doorbell, and it's an easy one towards completing this challenge. The next hardest challenge this week is Battle Pass challenge number 2, and this week it's the location dance challenge. So you need to land on 3 different locations in order and dance on all of them. So there's a map on screen now showing all 3 of the locations. The first one you need to land, that is a clock tower in Tilted Towers. The next place is on top of the pink tree in the middle of Lucky Landings. Land on top of the tree and just dance there. And the third place is on top of the giant toilet over in Flush Factory. As you can see in this clip, now if a player does destroy the thing you are supposed to be dancing on top of, you can just build up to where it used to be, dance in that place, and it will count towards completing this challenge. And the final hard challenge from this week is Battle Pass challenge number 3. This week it says get a score of 3 or more on 5 different shooting galleries. On screen now is a map showing 7 of the shooting gallery locations all around the map. All you need to do is go to 5 of these locations and score a minimum of 3 points, and it will count as 1 step towards completing this challenge. So once you get to these locations, all you need to do is you need to stand on the circle right in the middle. Then when the targets pop up, we need to shoot them as quick as possible, and if you don't shoot them quick enough, they'll fall over and you will have to start again because you will have failed this challenge. But you can do it as many times as you need to before you have completed the full challenge, and just make sure you have a weapon before you go over there, because some of these are in the middle of nowhere. These are obviously the best ones to go to because there will be the least amount of players around them. Just make sure you're not landing on there with no weapon, because there generally aren't weapons spawning on them, so you need to make sure you loot up first and then head over to them so you can actually complete the challenge. But after that, all the other challenges from this week are pretty simple. So starting off with free challenge number 1, this week it says use a porta fort or a porta fortress in 5 different matches. So obviously you have to go and find the porta forts or porta fortresses first. So I definitely recommend playing in 50v50 where you can get most of these out of the supply drops, because you generally can find loads of them all around that game mode. If not, just go and play normally, keep on opening as many chests as possible, because now that porta forts are only blue rarity, they are pretty simple to find around the map, so it shouldn't take you too long to find them. Obviously, if you do find more than 1 per game, both of those won't count towards completing this challenge, because you need to use them in 5 different games. For free challenge number 2 this week, all you need to do is open an ammo box in 7 different named locations. So just head to 7 different named locations all around the map. Make sure you're checking behind the beds and stuff and on all the shelves, so you can easily find an ammo box and complete part of this challenge. Do this in another 6 locations, you'll have completed this whole challenge and you can move on to the next one. After that, you've got Battle Pass challenge number 1 to complete, and this is a simple landing challenge. You need to land in 5 different locations in order, the first place being Greasy Grove, the second one Wailing Woods, the third one Dusty Divot, the fourth one Pleasant Park, and finally landing at Paradise Palms. Just make sure you land in all these locations in order and you will have completed this challenge. And finally, for Battle Pass challenge number 4 this week, all you need to do to complete this one is eliminate opponents near 3 of the corrupted areas. So basically, you just need to get a kill in 3 different corrupted areas. I definitely recommend landing at the corrupted area closest to your flight path, because the most players are probably dropping there. You do have some loot in the middle of it. Make sure you get that loot first and kill the player straight away. This is probably the easiest way to do it, because players generally try to stay away from these locations. just because there isn't that much loot there, but if there are players trying to go for this challenge as well, hopefully there will be a few players there to try and kill. But once you've done this in 3 different corrupted areas, you will have completed this challenge, and once you've done all these challenges, you will have completed every challenge from week 4 season 6 of the Fortnite Battle Royale Battle Pass. So if this video has been helpful, please make sure you leave it a like. If you're new here, make sure you are subscribing to see these videos every single week. If you're struggling to complete any of the previous week's challenges, make sure you're checking out the playlist, which is linked on screen now. This is my playlist for every challenge guide from the full season 6 challenges. So if you are struggling, check that out and it'll help you to complete all the challenges so far. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.